Hello guys, welcome back to more Ligue. This is the Force 9 here. This is my Lyon save on Football Manager 2015. Gonna start our Ligue 1 campaign today. Home game against Rennes, Stade Rennais. Done pre-season, and I've done a Europa League qualifying match as well. And we did pretty well actually. We're unbeaten, so we haven't lost a game yet. So let's just go quickly through what happened pre-season. We beat Hertha 2-1. Goals there came from Vuemba and Fekir. I'm trying to pronounce these as best I can. So yeah, that happened there. Pretty well, we scraped the barrel of it really there with the win, and these two guys with the goals. Fekir, I've been playing sort of in the hole. He can play a variety of positions, mainly in central midfield, but I play him in the hole. Usually as a Tricotista or maybe an Enganche, but he's got a goal there, so that's all right. 2-0 win against Le Mans. This was kind of a Tour of France, if you guess. This was our squad tour. Mtiti, the defender, who's actually got 3 goals in pre-season, or maybe in that qualifier, but he's got 3 goals. Gorkov has also scored a few goals. He's been doing well. Got the 2 goals there. We beat Sedan 3-1. Gorkov scoring again. Lacazette also getting on the score sheet. The other goal was a common error by their goalkeeper. Then we beat this team 4-0. 2 goals from Gorkov, 1 from Lacazette, and 1 from the substitute Benzia. Our only real test pre-season was Ajax at home. This is the only game we failed to win. Mtiti with our goal. Kishner scored before that for Ajax. Beat Paderborn 2-1 in Germany. Gorkov with both goals there. Lacazette took a knock, so we didn't really. This was a bit of an annoying one. And then yeah, competitive games now. So the Europa League third qualifying round, we drew Motherwell. They went through their second qualifying round. They beat some team from Luxembourg. I don't remember their name though. We won 1-0 away. Mtiti with the only goal. Yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo in that I registered a lot of teams. A lot of my players are available for a reserve game, so I had players that were either tired or ineligible. So I had to play a really weird formation and a really weird team. So this is what I ended up playing for this game. This isn't my formation. This was forced upon me. Playing the right back for the fullback Darbo at right wing, playing Gurkov on the left wing. Didn't really want to do this, but I didn't really have a choice. But we still managed to win at 1-0, so that's all right. The return leg was a bit better. We won 4-1 at home, so 5-1 on aggregate. Yatara and Benzia, 2 strikers. Scoring. Yatara had to come off injured though. I replaced him with Fekir. Vuemba also scored in the first half after Vincent had pulled one back from Motherwell. Gorkov rounded it off and made it 4-1, so that was alright. So we're starting today with the league against Rennes. In the Europa League playoff, we've drawn Slovan Bratislava of Slovakia. This is a favourable tie. We could have had a much more difficult tie if we have a look at some of the other draws we could have had. So there's teams like Grasshoppers, Feyenoord, Inter Milan are in the draw, Victoria, Hull, Villarreal. There are some tough teams in there, and luckily we got a pretty favourable draw against the Slovakians. So yeah, I have another number of injuries in the squad, which is kind of annoying. So Bizovac, who is a centre back, he's out for he's going to be out for a while still with a hamstring injury. Couple of weeks at least. Tolisso, young midfielder, is out for a couple of weeks with his shoulder injury. Grenier is out for 3 months with a torn calf muscle. The reason for that was that first leg against Motherwell, I only had 2 substitutes because everyone else was either ineligible or tired or injured or what have you. So Grenier had to play the whole match, and it really affected him when he had a calf injury. And I had to keep him on because I didn't have anyone else I could put on. Lacazette and Benzia are both out for a few days. They just got little niggles or naggles, whatever the word is. I've probably just made up a word there. That was another long-term injury as well. I think he's in our reserves, but he's a top player. This guy Fofana is a long-term injury with a torn ankle ligament. Shut up, Jamie! Don't do that. And that's it. Transfers, I made a couple of deals. There is one in the pipelines, but I need to free up some money before I can confirm it. Bilal Ifa, a Tunisian centre-back, can also play at right-back, which is what I need, is an accomplished right-back. So Ifa is a player that we're going to sign. These guys I'm trying to offload. This guy I'm trying to offer a trial. He's a Nepalese player who I'm trying to give a trial to. Only confirmed deals is this guy gone out on loan. Halilovic was a 16-year-old free agent. I gave him a trial and he did okay. Actually, he got an assist in one of the friendlies, so I signed him on a free transfer. He's 16 years old. His report originally was 5-star potential. It was 3 gold, but then the black went up to 5 stars. So I thought, this guy could be good. 16 to have at least 3 stars, that's still good. So I snapped him up on a free. He could play some games this season, depends how well he does. I also signed Stade Rennais, a 35-year-old Croatian goalkeeper, very experienced. I paid 700 grand for him, but that might go up. I think it could go up to almost $1 million, but I'm not quite sure. But him and my other first choice keeper, what's his face, Lopez. Well, I guess they'll be kind of rotating. My other goalkeeper, Gorgolin, I want to try and offload. So I'm trying to free up funds, but I've got 4 players that I'm trying to get rid of, but I've had hardly any offers or no offers at all. Sidi Kone, Rashid Ghazal, Zifan and Gorgolin. I'm trying to offload them. I've actually got them as sell as any price, and I'm still getting no deals for them. So that's kind of annoying. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about, so we're going to go into today's game. We're against Rennes. It's the Sunday, so most teams have played their games already. There's only 2 fixtures left. And we want to get a win here to get into the top half of the table, really. So it's a kind of a 4-3-3, going to be played by Rennes, it seems. 4-1-2-3 it says, but whatever. 4-2-1-3 it's telling me to play. Now, my formations, originally I had a narrow diamond like this. But other formations, this is kind of, I don't really want to have to use this, but kind of a 4-2-3-1 with a Gonalon as an anchor man. But this is the formation I've been using most pre-season. It's what I call the Christmas tree formation. So this is what I've been using. So our team here, I'm actually going to go with Lopez in goal for our first game. I'll play Politicosa sometimes. He might play in some of the cups and what have you, because he's more experienced than Lopez. Lopez isn't a bad goalkeeper. He's still fairly decent, but our backup keeper Gorgolan has only recommended 2 stars, and this guy could be a key player in the future, Lopez. He's only 23, so he's got plenty of time to improve. Not a bad goalkeeper, so we'll keep him in the first team, and then if we need to change someone, we can. So I think this is what we are going to go with today. Now, Gonalon, he needs to be playing deeper, doesn't he? So I'm going to pull Gonalon back to here. I'll keep him as ball-winning midfielder. Vemba, deep line playmaker. I'm going to cut this, actually, and we'll come back in a minute. Alright, I think I've done everything I need to. So this is what we're going with. Lopez in goal. Darvo, MTT, Rose, Jale. Jale's actually, he was signed, I've started this after the winter update. He was signed in January by Lyon in the real life transfer window. So he's actually done really well for us. He's got a couple of assists pre-season, which is good. But I still haven't done the license fix, which I need to do. So I still haven't done that. Gonalon in a deep midfield. Vemba and Malbronk ahead of him. Fekir and Gorkuf in attacking midfield. I've got Ngia up front because he's the only person we could put there, really. Lacazette's injured. Benzia's injured. Our only other striker, Yatara, is tired, so I put him on the bench. So submit that team. Someone needs a squad number. That's Politicosa. I'll do that very quickly. There you go. You can have that one. Right, let's go straight into the game. Say that. Right, so who are they playing? So a couple of recognisable names. Sheikh and Benge, I recognise that name. He's played for Toulouse for a good 10 years or so. Jean Macunha's played for Villa. Gelson Fernandes used to play for City. Toivonen is a name I recognise from somewhere, or he might have played in England. I can't remember. Let's just start. Let's go for it. So team talk. Go out there and impress me. Something like that. Try that. No green, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. No negative team talks. We kick off. Here we go. So Jale with the ball now. And he is intercepted. Goes out for a throw. Fekir called offside. Do I have key highlights on? No, I've got extended highlights. I did experiment with key highlights, but I just wasn't getting enough highlights, so I'm going to stick with extended highlights. And sometimes the videos might be a bit on the long side, but hopefully that won't be too bad. Vemba passes it to Darbo. Can he get a cross in? Well, kind of, but no one there to get on the end of it. Gonalon out to Darbo again. This time the cross is headed out again. Gonalon to Fekir, and GA with the shot on target, but it was saved by the Rennes goalkeeper. That's the end of that highlight. Darbo with the throw-in. The ball is cleared only as far as Mtiti. Here's Fekir. He's dispossessed by Fernandez, and Mvembo owns the ball now. Fekir to N'Jie. Armand clears the ball out to Toivonen. The striker is stuck on the right. He was tackled by Mtiti. Fekir again now. Played a few games pre-season. Been pretty impressive. Not too bad. Finds Mvembo. Malbronk to Gorkov as another shot. It was saved by Costil. Gorkov's been the standout player so far, though, pre-season especially. And his contract expires at the end of the season, so he needs to try and prove to me that he can still play. And I think he can. But it's just, he's our highest earning player. He's on 60 grand a week. So it's just whether we want to fork out for him or not. Gorkov with another shot. This time goes over. Misses that time. So Gorkov, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to keep him. Because we can certainly cash in on him. We can get a few good million for him. He's 27 years old. He seems like he's been around for a while. But he's been at Lyon for a while. He has been at Lyon for a good few years. I think they paid like 18 million or so for him at the start. That's half time. Still no goals. But we haven't been doing terribly. Keep going, you can still win. Let's try that. So we haven't really done great in the midfield. I'm going to go calm with some of these guys. So strikers haven't done too bad. We need the midfield to make a difference. That's helped things out. And the midfield hasn't been too bad. So that's helped a bit. That's fine. Just quickly, actually, control and fluid. I'm going with my instructions at the moment. I've got passing the space and work ball into box. I've been going with short passing and retain possession as well. Run at defence I've got on. I also have narrower, higher up, and a high tempo. Sometimes I go explore at the middle, but not all the time. So that's that. Start the second half. See if we can get a goal out of this. Armand to Benge now. Rennes with the ball. I only had the one shot so far, Rennes. But a couple of times actually, a couple of my friendlies, I think one was against Sudan. They didn't have a single shot, not one shot. And then the game after that, they didn't have a shot until the first minute of injury time, and they scored with their only shot of the game. So that was annoying to have conceded a goal there, but we have limited our opponents to very few shots. And we're doing the same here. Rennes only with one shot, but we're not really putting ours away. We've only had the one half chance so far, and that time, oh well, I think it was them hit the post, and Buemba had to clear it out. We defended well so far, but going forward, we haven't really offered a lot, and our bench isn't great either because we have so many injuries. And G is exhausted, so he needs a change. He has now picked up a knock, so I'm going to make that change. I'm going to pull back to this formation. I'm going to put Gorkov out wide like that. I don't even know. No, let's just change Yatara like that. Yeah, let's go. Let's just do this. Gonalon, Anchorman. Yatara needs to be advanced forward. I'm going to change Fekir to a different role as well. Tricatisa. Let's see how we do with that. Just put Yatara up front. And GA being led off by the physio. Hopefully that's not a bad injury. We've got enough injuries. I don't want another injury to a striker. We've got 2 out already. They'll be back in a few days though. So they should be back for our second game of the season, which I think is against Toulouse. But I'm not certain. GA is still being led off the pitch. There's going to be a lot of stoppage for this. I think it might be a stretcher actually. He's down to 15%. That's an injury. 72 minutes. Still no goals. But Lena leading, so we're up to 13th, which isn't actually that good. 80 minutes played now. I'm making those last changes. So who else needs? So we've got a lot of players in the high 60s. So I'm going to take off Gonalon and bring on Ferry. I'm going to take off Gorkov, I think. Do you want Gorkov off? Yeah. Or do we want someone else off? No, we're going to take off Mvembo. and put on Coney. Let's try something like that. We're going to go... Should I go structures? I'm going to go structures. 81 minutes. There still hasn't been a goal, which is kind of annoying. And Rennes have had a few more shots now. But still, only one chance made, which isn't very good. And, well... Rennes have a highlight here. Toivonen. And there's... Are you serious? That's stupid. That's annoying. It's been working really well pre-season, and now of all times, I actually start playing and we're doing badly. I don't know what's up with this. This keeps happening. This happened at the start of Lazio. My first season with Lazio, I had a good pre-season. First game of the season, we bloody lost to Cesena, didn't we? Malbranc corner. There we go. There's a goal. It was Lindsay Rose, I think, defender. So that's 1-1. We could still go on for a win here. There is still added time to be played. We don't want overload on though. Maybe we want attacking. Let's go to attacking. Confirm change. Get off analysis. Get on pitch. Habibou is a substitute. Darbo wins the ball from him. And now we're pushing forward. Steve Malbranc to Ferry. And now, finally, we're actually getting some action in. Yatara, just what? He was offside, but it was just wide. I think that's going to be it. Just 1-1. Kind of annoying that it was a draw. That's the game. So we couldn't win, which is annoying. We should have won that game. We should have won that match. Looked fired up. Yep, that's right. So hopefully we can come back in the next game. So mid-table isn't good. We're expected to get Champions League football, which I believe in France is top 3, but I'm not quite sure. So, right, we've got 1 point. So, only 5 teams won out of 10. Out of 20, rather. It's 10 games. So, what else happened? So, Toulouse lost. Nantes and Lens lost. So, that's annoying that we drew. Oh, yeah, Yinji is out for 3 weeks. So, we don't face Toulouse for a week, do we? No. So I'll leave him to the physio, and then we should have Benzia and Lacazette back for the next game. Wasn't so happy that it took so long. No, not commenting on that. There will be some sort of business. Didn't play as better. Well, no better than a few players. I'll say that. Why the hell not? Right. Toivonen issues a response. Right. Yeah. That's fine. I appreciate his honesty. I'll say that. Right. So let's look at our schedule and see what we've got coming up. So of course we've got our Europa League playoff to play. 2 legs there. So hopefully we'll get into the groups. We're expected to be competitive in the Europa League, whatever that means. I don't know if that means that we're expected to actually get to a good position, or to just actually play a game well. And I don't know. I don't know what it means. So have we got any derbies or anything coming up? Marseille's a big derby, isn't it, at home? So we'll probably play that. Try and find. Let's see if there's anything about rivals. General. Fierce rivals: Saint-Etienne and Marseille. So we'll look for those. Saint-Etienne and Marseille. So Saint-Etienne isn't until November, and then Marseille is just for them. So I'll play those one after the other, I imagine. So I probably go with something like Met for our next game, or Monaco around that time. Around. Well, that would be deadline day, wouldn't it? So if we go for maybe the Monaco game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another 5. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be around the Met Monaco thing, and then hopefully we'll have a look at maybe a deadline day sort of thing as well. So it'll be one of those 2 games. I'll make a decision on which one. That'll do it for today. Kind of annoyed that we couldn't start off with a win, but at least we didn't lose. No, we're off to a positive start. 12 shots, 4 on target. Not actually that good. So hopefully we can actually get a win before our next live commentary. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.